Do 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 do.
So I saw it.
Do, 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 do.
Edge. What if the lottery was on your phone?
I think I found Ryan's real bad.
Mom, don't open the door when you hear the vacuum. I told you that. Come down. I told you 100 times. You hear the vacuum, you better open the door.
No, Steve. No, chicken. It's actually,
What's going on, guys?
I'm cleaning my car, my
sockets
vein.
itself. See, the turn signal bar has no sockets in there anymore. You know, what is left of them is not usable, so.
This fucking devil is too shit.
What's up, Jinx?
This is good shit.
You know, of course, I hear him talking about the store. Do you know what I mean? He's smoking out there. It's like confused. You don't know what the fuck's going on.
Ah, same shit, man. Same shit,
Well,
different day.
The fucking cost the time to get back to the fucking senior center to grab.
It's either Castro or it's, Valvoline, one or the other. Might be having it down here, let's see.
Yeah, I saw that welder, man. That's sweet.
No,
Nice
it's
setup.
gear oil, buddy.
Happy to see that, brother.
Probably train fluid.
No,
Izzy, what's going
Just
on?
buy some fucking oil and go buy some ZDTP additive, dude. It's not that fucking hard.
I'm worried about it all. Anyway, the car never let me go. This is fucking yard. I mean, Jesus Christ, man.
So listen, guys. I want to watch this to the end. I wanted to hear what they had to say about Uncle Tony. I was watching yesterday, but then I got disconnected from the light. I had a bunch of things going on. But also too, I want to play an Uncle Brian video that I just came across. That, you know, I think it's funny that you know, Uncle Brian likes to point Rich's faults out the way he interacts with women, and how he speaks about them. Well, I think it's worth a review.
Why do you keep making them ask? Everybody's gonna be there and shit. Coming back to start crying, help! Help! It's my fucking... Somebody on a jump!
Hope everybody's having a great day.
Because they're more expensive there. Don't think they have it anyway.
No, all of our stores don't have something like that, Lou.
Just another day in paradise.
Oh, the STP oil treatment. About how they met it, doesn't that have the DEP in it?
I've heard a couple of people say it. you're a hanger-on, let's just say you're a hanger.
Alright, folks, we're gonna go on to Brian's video and then we're gonna fuck out of here. We're going about 42 minutes, so this is a little bit of both. It's gonna be Java and
This morning,
Brian.
you know, if this turns look healthy, here it is.
You know, no one else can fuck with
After
Java,
Saturday. Well, you asked for it, backed by popular demand, you got it. Uncle Brian reacts.
This
I didn't
fucking
watch
Uncle
it.
Brian's a
I got
piece
a
of
question
shit.
for you, Bubba.
I have to admit,
What makes you think that you're any fucking different than Rich, Barry, or anybody else? You lied about being a fucking veteran.
He lies about everything.
You lie about your whole life, you lie about...
He had a mental breakdown because Uncle Tony wouldn't talk to
Club
him. The
affiliation.
fuck is this guy's a nutbag?
Listen, first of all...
He's more fucking nuts than the rest of these guys. He's a wacko.
That's... Anybody that knows anything understands that. If you're a hanger-on, let's just say you're a hanger-on. You don't have to tell you, you know you're not supposed to sit here and say, hey, I hang around with these motherfuckers.
Someone told my buddy.
Right. I mean, you might say, you know, hey, Steve Elmore's my friend.
I don't know, Jake,
But you're not gonna
especially
say,
about
hey,
this shit.
Steve
I
Elmore
won't
is
even talk
the-
about these
the
allegations.
president is fucking so-and-so. You know what I mean?
It's all
Or,
fun and
I gotta
games
take these
until you
toys
get a
over to
fucking-
the clubhouse.
You get your front door
Oh,
kicked
come on,
in.
man.
this is better than looking at his fucking
Right,
big
right.
man,
People are whacked.
you know? His hoof. Anyway,
My point with those, Brian, is you have no right to talk about Java or anybody else
Fuck, you have my...
because you are no different than the person that you're trying to fuck with.
I mean, roast I'm cool with roast
Yeah,
me,
right.
come on and make fun of me, dude. I mean, I dig it.
after that long,
Other than a lot
After
of
hearing that he had a mental breakdown over Uncle Tony not answering him, that
Put me out there on blast.
he's gonna deal
Tell
with
people
himself.
something they can't
Well,
obviously
he's
see,
about his
and
YouTube
I
because
obviously
he
owned
is
up
again,
to
he's
you,
back.
or tell something I
With
don't
that
know.
rhythm song, I liked it.
I mean,
Yes,
otherwise
it's
it's just irrelevant.
Back again. Java's back. Tell a friend.
It's all good
Tell
when
a
you was
friend,
fucking with
tell a
Java.
friend. I liked it. The only song I liked by him. He said, yeah, he'll be back in a couple of days. Well, sure as shit. You know, here he is, everyone knows he made it to the hospital. You know, he's trying to, you can't see the title on here. It says he's trying to avoid having congestive heart failure. How do you avoid that? You take care of yourself, you stupid motherfucker. You know, you watch what you eat, you watch your weight, you don't smoke, you don't drink.
Frank,
You know what I
what's
mean? You
up?
don't do shit there.
You know how you avoid being stolen valor and you don't claim to be something you're not.
That's what you should have started avoiding it a long fucking time ago, you stupid motherfucker. But anyway, now he's trying to avoid it. Okay. Kind of like a day late, dollar shot, as they say, but what the fuck, you know? This guy don't know any better.
oh, Uncle
You're
Brian.
with $1 short shit.
Yeah, that's our point, asshole. He 100%
He's
knows
trying to
better.
loosen society again. This
But act
motherfucker
like
is
he's
so
some kind
attention starved,
of
it's
learning
unbelievable.
disabled buffoon that he is
I'm
no
quite sure
different.
that you'll be getting at least daily updates, you know? I'm quite sure he'll need that attention, that sympathy. People telling him, oh, we miss you, we love you, we hope you
I
get
mean, you
better.
lies
Hey.
about my problems, you lie about being in car wrecks and fucking...
You're a veteran.
He's doing this to get
you're
attention.
Still breathing.
You on and
You don't need to do
Good
this,
thing.
you know?
you're just like everybody you call out. Where's your
His wife
car?
thinks he's so
Working on her bicycle.
More and more like Sampa. Sampa thinks he's a legend in his own mind. This guy too.
This fucking Uncle Brian has nothing. Nothing. At least, you know, Rich has got the Hot Wheels and he's got the 57, and at least Barry has the 82 and a half pieces of shit. Is this the Paula on TV? That's funny. This Uncle Brian though, he ain't got shit. You never see him posting anything.
In his own mind. He's very important, very special.
Well, what's that make you? If they're legends in their own mind, then you must be the legend in your own mind.
You know what I'm saying?
Reach such a point in
I'm
life.
quite
There
sure
you
we'll
go,
be getting
man.
daily updates. Hey, who knows? Maybe sometime today or tomorrow.
There's one fucking thing in this world that I cannot fucking stand. Well, there's a couple things. But one of the top tier things is the stolen valor shit. You don't lie about shit like that. our veterans, some of them even died, but the ones that didn't come back and they got PTSD from just the shit they had to witness and see to give all of us the freedoms we have. And for Cabal to get on here and want to spit and say he is when he never was is wrong. And in my personal opinion, if you're stolen valor, you should be taken out in the street and shot like a dog. My personal opinion.
I mean, yeah, stolen valid. You should. I mean, that's.
Because there are people that veterans all the time that have to live with this shit and end up hurting themselves because of the shit they've seen. And decisions they've had to make over there to save their friends and everybody else.
They'll have a video telling you what is what.
Hey guys, what? I had an ex-friend of mine. His grandpa was affiliated with a club. One of our friends, flunkies that hung around us, would always want to ask this kid's grandpa about stories and what stories and everything like that. And you don't do that. You just don't do that. You just don't. And you don't ask people that may have witnessed some horrible shit or had to be a part of horrible shit or something like that to tell stories. You just don't do that. And not to mention this kid used to call the club, he called it a gang, when you don't call clubs gangs, they're clubs. That's totally different. And we all tried to explain that was disrespectful for him to do. And
I think they were only gonna do lives on Tuesday.
But
Taco Tuesday with
the fucking good old Brian. And so far what I'm finding I don't like.
Pressureless. How his turds looked when he took his morning dump. You know, if his turds look healthy. There was a little blood.
This fucking Uncle Brian's a sick fuck.
Now he's got another problem. Might have to get a colonoscopy. You know what I mean? Never know with this one. Never know with this motherfucker. But anyway, yeah, Jarvis back already. I'm quite sure you'll be getting updates. The world needs to know. You know. Anyway, today's Saturday. We got that nasty habit called eating, which means we need to go to a supermarket, buy some food. However, you know, I'm not like this guy. You know.
What the fuck does
I'm
this?
not going to document it. I'm not going to walk around with my phone out.
Yeah, no.
Holding up a can of Libby's,
What are you gonna document?
corn, green giant peas, trying to decide which one I should buy. Ask for advice on here from people which one I should buy and get advice from people that are probably more fucked up in the head than this motherfucker. You know what I mean? No, I think I'm able to go about my daily life without having to whip out my phone, you know, and have to shoot a...
What made you the person to determine how another person, how much knowledge they have or anything like that?
Right.
Like,
I mean,
again,
if you're so fucking smart, then why are you your age and don't have shit? You don't own a home? Fucking probably own a car. I mean, if you're so goddamn intelligent and superior to everybody else, dude, then why are you in the shape you're in?
you wouldn't lie about being a combat vet.
Or
Or a vet
I'm
in general.
talking about shit. I'm talking about in real life. Why don't you own shit? Why don't you have shit?
Cause I mean, obviously, look at if he's
Well, you
on
have a
fucking
job,
line
it's
making this
Yeah, he
bullshit
owns
up.
a house on the river in
He
Florida.
owns the house within the apartment. We know. I mean,
Probably in a room.
That's
house.
a summer home.
thing that goes on in the course of my days. You know what I mean? But hey, that's why I'm Uncle Brian,
Yeah.
and he's not. So, stay tuned.
Trying to
folks.
be
I'm
Uncle
sure this
Tony.
Continuing saga in the life and close to death of Java. And, hey, don't forget, you gotta like and subscribe this guy. You gotta like this guy and you gotta subscribe to his channel. He needs you. Don't let Java down. Okay, have a great... My intelligence, really?
One
You'll
more.
have to bear with me. I've been laughing quite a bit here.
So your IQ is fucking through the roof. Who gives a fuck?
I don't want to
What
have
makes you a better person than me or anybody else?
I had to go his car, I had to get the tire, have 4 tires put on it,
See, introduce it. Where's Uncle Brian's car?
and,
Okay, so we heard that. I wanna go. I don't think I'm not subscribed to him. Uncle Brian. All right, guys. I want you to listen to the way.
Happy Monday.
Now this fucking mutt, he makes videos all the time on Rich and how Rich conducts himself and how he speaks. I want you guys to listen to this.
Hey, how you doing? How was your weekend? Hope it went well.
Thanks, Dad, for pointing this out.
Are any of you still mad at me because of what I said over the weekend? You poor widow babies. Got your poor widow feelings hurt. Good. Well, first we'll get to the weather. Come on.
Listen, Bud, by the time we're done with you, you ain't gonna know what the fuck to do with yourself.
Yeah, I gotta do it, you know.
Yeah.
It's
You
much
watch,
more
buddy.
seasonal now, as it should be. For a while, not just here, but a lot of the country was caught in the grip of a pretty bad cold snap. Much lower temperatures than I think they broke records in many places. Now it's where it should be for this time of year now. In the low to mid 40s and more often than the low to mid 30s, and hopefully we don't see any more 20s and teens and wind chills in single digits. Hopefully those days are gone. You know? And it's staying lighter much longer now.
That's a fucking rooming house.
Now we don't have to turn
why
our
he
house
wakes
lights
up
on
wicked
until
early and makes these
5:30-ish. You know, only like
Probably the
a month and a
common
half
room.
ago, man, fucking 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it was already dark, 3:30, you put your fucking lights on. And now we got that stupid daylight savings time coming along pretty soon, so now we'll have a little more daylight. I don't understand that. That's what I like.
I don't think you understand a lot of things,
but
bud.
3 years, no daylight savings time. It's the same fucking time all the time.
Oh,
Nothing
yeah.
wrong with that.
This guy watched
Anyway.
Days of Thunder too many times.
Hey, how you doing, Job? I hope you're not mad at me of all people. I kind of left you out of the mix over the weekend, you know?
Yeah.
Doing okay? Yeah, I got an idea. Maybe now that the temperature's getting warmer, it won't be long before it's much warmer, and it'll be a little more comfortable to actually go outside a little more. You won't be stuck in that motel room.
Boy, you're hating on him, but, you know, he'll be able to go out. At least he got money. He, like I said, he's got the 57. What you got, bud?
You know, because it's too cold to go outside.
Other than that dingy fucking
You
room.
leave to go outside, you know, to go to your storage locker to bring more of your toys to your room
Does
to keep
nothing. Good
hoarding it
morning.
up. And
Good
naturally,
afternoon.
you got to go to the
Let's
senior
say good
center.
morning.
You know, wheelchair free meals, you know what I mean? I don't think any bad weather will stop you from doing that. But since Joe Madden and your buddies, none of them have gone by there to, you know, race Hot Wheels cars with you indoors. Maybe once the weather gets
What the
warmer,
fuck do
maybe
you
Joe
do
Madden
during
will
the
go by
day?
there, or maybe somebody else. And now it'll be warm enough outside, you can take those 2 bicycles out in the parking lot, and you guys can race out in the parking
Yeah.
lot. And you get some exercise at the same time. Maybe lose some weight.
You can
hopefully
stand in
put
the
them
window and
fucking
jerk
cigarettes
off.
down. Dude, have you stopped smoking yet? Have you stopped smoking yet? Anyway,
Enjoy it, buddy.
something came to my attention. You know, I said a while back, you know how I feel about NASCAR.
Oh, here we go.
You know,
Here
to
we
me,
go.
NASCAR stands
Listen to this,
for
guys.
non-athletic sport centered around rednecks. I liked it when I was a kid, I really did. Due to the fact that the cars were cool,
Yeah.
you had every manufacturer in there: Olds, Buick, Pontiac, Chevy, Ford, Plymouth, Dodge. They were all there. You had the big names, you know, the Cale Yarboroughs, the Richard Pettys, the Allisons, you know, and if I recall, you know, the Earnhardts. As I recall, I remember when that guy by the name of Jeff Gordon came along, he was hated. You know, the good old boys did not like the fact that this Jeff Gordon was not a good old boy. He was from Indiana, you know what I mean? They kind of had that sport locked in for himself. He was considered an outsider. He got booed at races. They threw shit at him.
This just shows how much you don't know. Because even though Earnhardt and Gordon had their problems, Earnhardt taught Gordon a lot. So,
You know, when he was doing his donuts
you're
after he won
talking
a race,
sideways,
you know.
bud.
And then one by one, the cars went away. And became a Chevy, Ford. I know Mopar, I think they tried to make a comeback at one point with that Dodge Magnum. That one, was it a Dodge Magnum? Something like that. Or a Cordoba. Or a Charger. You know, it was a fucking Cordoba that they morphed into a few different models. And then that
There's Paul right there. Big shout out to Paul. Paul was the first one that told me that this guy was no fucking good. And he kept trying and trying to get me to see, and then finally we did, and now Paul, he's in it.
And
Listen to what he says.
don't even get me started on truck racing. What's next? They're gonna start racing John Deere tractors or something, you know? Maybe golf carts. It's a little inside joke. I know Will will get it. And stage racing, the chase.
This fucking guy acts like he's...
It turned into a fucking shit show.
There he is, Paul.
You know, attendance dropped down a lot. I know there have been some races. They're even the way TV coverage on it, you know. They're not showing certain portions
Paul
of the
is the
racetrack
one.
like they used to. The stands, they're keeping it down low. They don't want to show back stretches with all empty seats. And at one time they were filled. You know, they've come up with a lot of gimmicks over the years. You know, everything from that digger, that cartoon gopher that popped up out of the track to attract kids. You know, digger. Is it a groundhog, a gopher?
It's coming
That
here,
was
Paul.
fucking stupid. And then I think the biggest gimmick of all was Danica Crash Patrick. Yes, Danica Crash Patrick.
Listen to this.
Get a cute girl with a hard ass in a race car, and that'll attract maybe more guys. Maybe that'll attract women to the sport. And there have been some really good women drivers in racing. Remember in IndyCar, they had Janet Guthrie. There have been some really good women. The thing is, you know,
Who else?
please don't accuse me of being sexist,
You are.
but they were not very attractive. You know, Danica was. She was not very good. You know, she came from IndyCar. They made a big deal. She was really, well, she won a race in IndyCar. They don't tell you the whole story. That race she won in IndyCar was an exhibition race. It was a non-sanctioned, no-point race. Just an exhibition race. And all the major teams stayed home here in the United States. They preferred to get ready for an upcoming
What's up, Fast Thing?
event. In IndyCar, went to its changes too. You had IndyCar, then it was CART, you know, and a lot of manufacturers came and went in that as well. I'm leading up to something, by the way. I don't take my sweet ass time about it too. That seems to irritate people. That's okay. I know it's hard to believe. I do hear that from time to time, that I irritate people. Little old me, really? I irritate people? Oh well. And she won. And she won that race because the leaders in front of her, right towards the tail end of the race, one of them, tire went down, he had to pull into the pits, that was it. You know, his day was done, by the time he came back out, he was way back in the field. Another one ran out of fuel. And that's how she wormed her way into the lead and won a race. But she was racing nobody. She was racing amateur races. Not one top race team was there.
Listen to this guy like he's a fucking... Like he's Joe Racebook.
So that was a meaningless win. Nothing, no glory behind that win. She didn't earn that win. It was pretty much handed to her by cars dropping out ahead of her with, you know, a couple laps to go.
That's what it's about, Fast Thing.
They get her in NASCAR. You know, when you get Hendrick Racing, same thing with Richard Childress, Penske. You know, I call them the big three in racing. When you get a seat in one of their cars, you got something good. You got a very good team behind you. You have the best equipment.
Oh, it ain't just
You're gonna
me.
get the best crews.
They got the whole
best crew
team.
chiefs. And she was the one that, you know, reminds me of that movie. Was it Days of Thunder? get a car out alone on a track, or they can go like a motherfucker, you know, get a good starting position and qualifying. You put them in a pack of cars now, and you know, I used to see that in sports, man. We'd have pickup basketball games. There'd be some guys, man, that'd be out there by themselves, sinking fucking shots from fucking half court and shit. You get, you know, 3-on-3 or 4-on-4. You get them in a crowd, and these guys can't make a fucking bunny shot.
Poor,
you know what I
man.
mean? It's a whole different game. You put them in a crowd. She crashed out of most races. She took out a lot of other drivers with her when she did. She got away with a lot of shit because of the fact that she was a woman. You'd see her after races, she'd go up to fucking drivers and grab her. I remember one time Kevin Harvick. If a guy had done that to Kevin Harvick, Harvick would have fucking plowed him. She was grabbing him by there, fucking, yeah. And the guys are like, whoa. She got away with a lot of shit. Any other driver would have got fined, would have got suspended. She had a cute face and a hot ass.
Oh.
And she was a marketing tool for GoDaddy.
Wow.
You know, NASCAR, everything you saw, Danica, GoDaddy, that car. And then she lost her ride, and eventually she was out of NASCAR. She was a non-competitive factor in a race. She was a non-factor in every race, pretty much. I think she qualified, wasn't the Hendrick cars all qualified 1, 2, 3 for Daytona 1 year, something like that? You know what I mean? And they tried it all, but it kept sliding, and then they come up with the chase, and then the championship, and then stage racing.
Oh, I'm not 100%
Well, two
sure.
things have been happening. And I caught it on Google. I go on Google once in a while just to look up something, and it's things I'm
Sporting
looking to
home.
buy
It
something.
fucking looks like one.
So I want to look to see if a store has it. You know, when it comes up on the feed, there's all kinds of news items, and even that's fucking stupid. What's with this AI? It's out of fucking control, these stupid shit. I saw a few videos up on here too. Once in a while when I want to take a minute to scroll the feed on here. The all-new 2026 Pontiac Firebird. There ain't no fucking 2026 Firebird Trans Am coming in 2026. Artists, renderings, and all those people buy into that shit. You know? Hold on one second. Sorry, I had to step away for a minute.
Yep.
And now AI, unfucking believable. You know? A lot of people are watching videos of things, they don't even know what's real anymore, if it's real. It started out with Photoshop, then it became CGI, now it's AI. What's next? You know, I know they're already getting into robotics and whatnot. There's been a lot of grumblings concerning NASCAR and a lot of big names. Richard Petty, a lot of guys from the past, even Jeff Gordon, a few retired racers. They're speaking up and they're saying NASCAR has to go back to the way it was. Let them go out there and race. You accumulate points. At the end of the season, who has the most points, you win the championship. That's the way it should be. The state racing now and then, the field is inverted after so many laps. You know, Richard Petty's been very outspoken about it. You know, I liked him when I was a kid. He was one of my favorite racers. You know, him and when I was younger, Davey Allison. Didn't he die in the helicopter crash? Unfortunately, at a race, leaving a race, arriving at a race. You know, the Allison family. It was families, you know, involved in racing. The Pettys, the Allisons. You know, a lot of drivers are saying, man, it's got to go back to the way it was. This is out of hand now. It's stupid what they're doing with it. It's not playoffs like, you know, in baseball and football and basketball playoffs. It's fucking auto racing. Go out there and race. You get points for your finishes, your wins. At the end of the season, you crown a championship. That's the way it should be. Now, I'll get to something. I said a while back, I said, now, you know, it's kind of sad. It's down to Ford, Chevy, and Toyota. I even joked about it at the time. I said, you know, it's kind of funny. As far as the good old boys don't have a problem with these dang Jap car Toyotas racing in their good old boy NASCAR races. These are not American cars. They don't belong in NASCAR. I said, I guess it's only a matter of time for a Nissan or Honda or one of them gets into it too. Well, guess what? The word is there are a lot of talks now between Honda And was it Bill France, the NASCAR, the head of, this is the France family. Shows you how much I know about it. When I was young, I could tell you a lot more about it. These days, not very much.
Huh.
So what a serious talk about Honda getting into NASCAR next season. You know, I know Honda has done very well in racing. They did very well in IndyCar racing. They've done well in Formula One. I think they are involved in IMSA, Trans Am Series. I know they're not involved in drag racing. But who knows, maybe now there'll be a fourth manufacturer in NASCAR with Honda. If that happens, I think I can see Nissan throwing their hat in the ring, you know. But it'll never be the same. It will never be the same. Buick doesn't have any type of a model that they could homogenize, as it's called. Homogenize into a NASCAR format type.
Boy, put me to sleep.
They get templates and, you know.
This guy puts me to sleep.
Restricted plate racing killed it too.
Oh my God.
You don't have that surge of power.
You
where you
shut
can
the
put into
fuck
a
up.
pull-out and pass like you could before. I can understand cutting back on speed.
Yeah, cut back
That I can
cut back
understand.
on your fucking flap.
You know, cars don't need to be going 210 miles an hour around there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But putting a restrictor plate on them, it kills the racing. Now it's drafting. You get them on a, you know, a 1.5 2-mile track.
Yeah,
You know, like Talladega,
Yeah.
Daytona.
yeah,
It's pretty much, they just fall in line.
yeah.
And that's pretty much what you're watching, you know,
Yeah.
for 2-3 hours. And then you get, you know, 10 laps to go and all hell
Oh, yeah.
breaks loose, the big one, because now
Yeah.
you get a little more reckless now. Cars are pairing up because they
Oh,
get more
yeah.
slipstream by having more
Drafting.
cars in the line than just
What the
one
fuck
single
do you
car
know
that
about
pulls out.
drafting?
Second place, he ends up back in 30th place just by pulling out of
Oh
that line.
boy.
It's taken a lot
Don't
of the
pull out
actual
of that
racing
line.
away from the driver and just down to basic aerodynamics. You know what I mean?
I don't know what you mean.
So,
I don't know
uh,
what the fuck you're talking about.
They want it to go back to the way it was.
Oh God,
Or
here we
small
go.
displacement engines.
Small display. Shut the fuck up.
It'll limit your speed, but you'll still have that passing power in between. You know, order changes can be made, but one guy was saying there's something called Race Hub. I catch a lot of sports shows. I got like 5 different
Oh, man,
ESPNs and
what's
other
up?
sports-oriented channels. And a few, you know, retired racers, they go on, they've been expressing their opinions. And they're saying they're concerned about NASCAR reaching a point of no
Boy,
return.
Austin, you want to hear the
They'll
way
never
he
get
just
that fan
talked
base
about
back.
Dana
The
Patrick there,
excitement, the
the
drama
woman
of the
racer.
race will never come back. It's too predictable. Go out there. You know, the short track racing is a fucking joke too. You know, when you get cars in a fucking half-mile track, isn't there one that's a fucking quarter-mile track? Martinsville or something. You're sticking fucking 38 cars, 40 cars in a fucking, they nose to tail all the way around the track. You watch it, you don't even know who the fuck's in the lead. You don't know what's going on.
Copy that.
And they're
On
hitting speeds of a
Facebook, I'll
whopping
look it up.
70 miles an hour, you know what I mean? I'm trying to remember who that guy was.
Is that who it really was? Chris Back, cause that's like some, isn't he like a SEAL or something?
Crew Chief Ray Everingham. He's the one that came along, you know, that got Jeff Gordon, you know, going. He said he's worried it's reached a point of no return that it'll never go back to the way it was.
Oh my God.
They tried to do too much with too little, and they fucked everything up.
Would you shut the fuck up?
So anyway, I said happy Monday when I started this video. There are times when I do like I'm doing right now. Sunday morning, I got a lot to do tomorrow for Monday. So proper planning and preparation is essential to have any chance of any success.
So wait a minute. Jeff Gordon, they all hated him in the beginning because he was a young kid. That they
Anything you're doing
they
with
was
your
winning.
painting a room, working on a car, cutting your grass, no matter what you're doing. So there are times like this I plan ahead. Some people know. Because tomorrow morning I won't feel like doing this. And sometimes when things are fresh on my mind and I
That
don't
was
forget
sent to
little
me,
things,
Des. I don't have
No,
that
get it
link.
out.
I don't.
and I put it away and I just upload it in the morning, you know. So I was planning on uploading this tomorrow for my Happy Monday video, but now that I got through saying all of this, I think I'm going to upload it now. Get this out of the way. Auntie Billy's got to work today like she does every Sunday. And I'm going to go drop in on some people and hang out.
Yeah.
And I guess that's about it.
Wild
I guess
hogs.
that's about it. Yeah, I know some people are mad at me.
No. It's gonna expose you, bud.
Who fucking who? See you again this week sometime, quite frankly. YouTube in general, man, is really... I'm not very enthusiastic about it. I don't find it to be as much fun as it was at one time. I find the people as humorous and comical and hysterical as they can be. And I don't need to name names, you know what I'm talking about. I'm finding them to be very boring, predictable, and pathetic. And I don't have a whole lot of desire and ambition to want to keep doing what I've been doing. So I'm going to play it by ear and see what happens. Happy Sunday, huh? Uncle Brian, we have the hangover. And I don't know, I can't call it a cold. A little, no fever, no nothing. It's just...
We call it an empty bag morning.
Anyway, how's your weekend going so far? How was your Saturday? We had a good time. Just going through a few texts, you know. I don't live on my phone like some people. I have a system with friends, family. Something important, they call. My phone rings, I know it's somebody calling. It's something important.
Yeah, what if it's a
Starts to say,
telemarketer?
what's up, what are you doing, blah, blah. For that kind of stuff, they'll shoot me a text. Hey, you get a chance, give me a call.
Why are you trying to validate
So
yourself?
when I get a chance, I give them a call, and I usually make them wait, you know. It's not that important, especially if I'm involved with people, you know. I don't put everything on hold because I got to get back to a text. And I see people that do that. I find it annoying. I've had it happen in my company. Middle of a sentence, you're talking with someone, all of a sudden, look, their phone flashes or it beeps in there. So they got a comment on a fucking Facebook post or Twitter or whatever the fuck it is they're involved with on the internet, YouTube, whatever. I think that's fucking rude. I think that's rude, you know. You know, we see it, we go out, man, whether it's Cisco's, Halos, Knuckleheads. We see people come in, groups of people, they're at a table all night. They hardly talk to each other. All you see is tables all over the fucking place. They're looking, staring at their phones.
Listen to this fucking guy.
Stay home, man. Don't you know those drinks are expensive in those places? Buy a 6-pack, a bottle of Jack, whatever the fuck you drink, and a bottle of wine. Stay home and save some money and stay on your fucking phone, your laptop.
Oh boy,
you know,
he's a penny
what's the point
pincher.
of going out when you're not enjoying the point of going out with people? Their company, their conversation, the band, the music.
Again, after finding out, dude, you had a nervous breakdown because Uncle Tony wouldn't talk to you.
Anyway,
You're a
I got
sick,
back to a
weird
few
fuck.
texts that came in last night. One was funny. AB, you pissed some people off yesterday talking about these guys with their cars and their claims and what they're going to do with their car, and they don't fucking do it. I said, oh yeah, it won't be the first time I piss people off. I'm sure it won't be the last. You know? I come from a different era.
Oh, do you?
You know? We let our cars do the talking.
Oh, did you?
That's how it was. You put up a
What
shirt.
fucking car do you got, Matt?
Today, you know, whether it's an industrial park,
Oh, this guy.
whether it was guys around town. Wednesday night was a fun night to go to New England Dragway. It was open track, bridge racing.
I'd love
night,
to. Oh, God.
You know, race for money. Even an industrial park.
Race for money.
You know,
Daddy
you
was
race
up
somebody
New
for
England
$100 back
Dragway
there. It was
racing
like
for
racing
money.
someone for $500 there. How many of you guys here with your badass cars you're always going to race? How many of you are willing to go in your pocket, take out $500 and race somebody for it. If you win, fine. If you lose, you pay, and you don't bitch and whine and cry like a baby and make excuses.
Why is
That's how it is today with you motherfuckers. Nobody puts their money where their mouth is with their cards.
what do you
Nobody has
got?
their cards where they're talking. They just run their fucking mouth on YouTube here. That's all they do. So if I piss any of you motherfuckers off by saying this, too fucking bad. If the shoe fits, lace that bitch up and wear it and shut the fuck up.
You don't have a car, bro.
Okay? And I took it easy. There are a lot of things I could have talked about with this. The car community has turned into a shit show.
You don't even have a car, bro. You don't even have a light on in that room. Oh, don't go fucking listen to this. You
Okay,
talk
sorry about that. I
that.
paused it. I
You had
did
to
have a little
pause
bit of
the
a coffee.
fucking video because you were hacking.
Jobber on here, coughing and coughing.
Yeah,
coughing.
you fucking nasty fuck.
It's a combination of Uncle Brian with the hangover, and I don't
No,
know
it's
what
a
the
combination
it's
of
not
all
cold,
that
no fever,
fucking
no upset.
smoking shit on
So
your
I've been
walls.
coughing a little bit.
Nasty fuck.
Here and there a little bit.
Yes,
I could blame it on the chemicals. And, you know, I'm gonna see on Friday.
oh God.
Redoing, you know, those hardwood floors in the dining room and the living room, leaving those chemicals. Maybe that was it.
Boy, there ain't
I don't
nothing
know.
going
All I
on in
know
that
is
room you're in
I feel
now.
okay. So,
This fucking guy
I could have
is
got into a
whack.
lot of things. You know. The guy's
We'll
on
find
there.
out if he works at the pizza
I've
place.
seen the threats. I remember it was one of the no-show nationals. Guys were on there and threatening to go just, they were gonna go just so they could beat somebody up in the pits. That was fucking hysterical. Yeah, okay. You're gonna travel halfway across the country just so you can run into somebody in the pits and fucking beat them up. Okay.
Ah, some people
Then
hold
again,
grudges.
You know,
I don't even know
these
what
guys
you're
were
talking
drunk
about.
when they did it on videos, you know? It's more than obvious they were drunk. Because I don't drink, I see the difference in
Oh my God, dude.
beers. I was young, I drank a few beers here and there, a couple shot. I think I did a shot of something one time, made me sick as a motherfucker.
Yeah,
Old
okay.
Granddad, a wild turkey, man, I
Yeah.
kicked my guts up.
Oh yeah,
I was
he's
like
only had
17
one
or
drink.
something. Alcohol's just not my thing. I don't like the taste of it. I'd rather drink soda. I'd rather drink milk. I talk about my Mountain Dew, my favorite drink. I drink about 2 gallons of it a week. Fucking milk. And it's got to be whole milk, not that watered down
I
2%
do like
skim milk. Donkey piss. No, fucking real whole milk. And I like chocolate syrup and strawberry syrup. Hershey's. I like milk and soda. Mountain Dew and Coca-Cola. That's just me. But I like the Litzers on the weekends. And I see the difference in people's behavior, what happens when they start smoking lifters and when they start drinking. It's two different worlds. Alcohol brings out an aggression in people.
Oh boy.
I know, I've encountered it with people. What I mean,
I bet. I bet you've had your head cracked a few fucking times.
What's up, man, you know?
What's up, man? When you weren't
see that
racing for
close.
money.
The couples that come in, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, they're all lovey-dovey. Hold on one second. Sorry, I had a cough again. The husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend.
And he has
Friends
the
that come in,
balls
the
to
guys,
pick on
hey,
Java.
bro, you know, start having a few beers and they're laughing and having a good time. And I see the change over the course of the night with them.
Hey Jabba, if you're watching, know that you got more balls than this guy.
It's not good. Once they've had a few drinks, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, no, they're not so lovey-dovey anymore. Now they're starting to argue and bicker over little things. A lot of them won't even stay the whole night. One of them gets up and they leave, and now they're, you know, in a full-blown argument. The friends that come in, you know, early on after a couple of beers, oh, I love you,
know,
bro,
guys.
I love you, bro.
But I'm just saying, if we're gonna call this right down the middle, this guy got no right talking at all about Java, because in actuality he's worse. That's how it is. Jobber is still a sick weirdo, no doubt about it. Playing with fucking toys and stuff, and he's a lying bitch. But this guy's got no right. He shouldn't. He's got no right to talk about anyone.
At closing time in the parking lot, beating the fuck out of each other because one of them suddenly now they don't love their bro so much anymore. Their bro said something they don't like, and now they've had 6, 7 beers, a few shots of Jack or whatever it is. Now they want to fucking kill each other. I see how it happens. You know, so when somebody comes around here and gets drunk and does that, it doesn't surprise me. I expect it. That's how they fucking behave when they're drunk. Now they're King Kong on steroids and they're gonna beat up the fucking world. You know? Ones that are sitting back smoking a few lifters. We laugh at you motherfuckers. We laugh at you, you know? We
I
get
don't
hungry.
understand. Why does he have a hangover if he doesn't drink?
Want to threaten people. And you're doing it on the internet. What the fuck are you going to accomplish around here? Come on, give me a fucking break. Nobody's going to do shit to nobody. I've told this story, I don't know how many times I'll say it again. It's like 2 dogs and 2 cars parked next to each other in a fucking parking lot. Windows are up, cracked a little, let some air in. Doors are locked, they're barking at each other through the fucking windows and growling and snarling, and neither dog can do a fucking thing for the other. That's what I see, you people behaving like fucking animals.
Oh
They
boy.
can't do shit to the other. Come on, that's worth laughing at. You know? I'm not asking for time slips. If I really want to get down and dirty with you guys, Sanford, forget it. Oh, man. But you know, this whole car thing on here, I'm telling you, man.
You don't even have one, man.
Times have changed, you know.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways, I'm kind of glad I outgrew my youth. Once upon a time, I lived for cars.
I bet.
Gave up a lot. My time, my money. A few times here and there when I wanted to do more to one of my cars, I picked up a part-time job here and there, a couple of nights a week. One time like on a Sunday, you know, morning until like 2 o'clock in the afternoon at a gas station pumping gas. Make a few extra bucks because I wanted to do more to my car. My cars did the talking. You know. I used to like to wear, you know, Converse sneakers, Pro Ked suedes. Jeans had to be Levi's, Levi jean jackets, and I liked some of the nicer things in life when I was young. Suddenly now money went to the car. We used to have a Kmart around here. I was buying no-name jeans at Kmart and cheapest fucking sneakers I could find. You know. Gave up dates with cute girls. My friends say, hey, we're going here. There was a place, Pine Hill Pavilion. That was a hot spot back then. Hey, good band's playing. We're going to be going Friday night. Hey, my girlfriend's friend thinks you're cute. You want to go? Come on, you know. And I'd say, no, I can't go. I didn't have the money. I spent it all on my car.
Oh, you're one of them types.
You know, I gave up a lot for cars.
Yeah.
I can't see myself doing that again today. Things I enjoy in life today, as much fun, enjoyment as I got with cars. What I have in life today, none of that comes close to give me any happiness.
Oh shit, man.
I'd rather spend the day like I did yesterday.
How's it going, Jake?
You know, spending time in the afternoon at my daughter's house, my son-in-law, my Artemis, hooking up his second Super Nintendo. You fucking lost it. He's still playing that fucking pig catch. It's cute. It's a fucking pink pig. And he knows how to do it now, man. He learns quick, I'm telling you. And me and my son-in-law ended up fucking around with a Super Nintendo, Super Mario Kart. I'll race you, you know? Yeah, we raced each other. Doesn't matter who won. Doesn't matter who won. Yeah, he beat me. We had fun with it, though.
This guy's fucked.
I enjoyed the 2 hours there with my family and Auntie Billy.
Auntie Billy.
I enjoyed that more than I would have ever spent fucking around with
I think
a car in my driveway. For what, to take
Auntie
pictures of
Billy
it,
got a
to
cock.
shoot a video of it, to get behind it with my cell phone so you could hear the rumble of the exhaust. to what impress people on here.
No, you wouldn't
Fuck
show
would I
up.
do with a car like that? Everything's changed in life,
Uncle Billy.
you know. And I'm glad. I'm glad it did.
Is it Uncle Billy or
I wouldn't trade
what is it? What's her fucking
this
name?
life for the life I had at one time. You know. I don't feel a need to try to relive my youth. I don't feel a need to try to impress people with a car. Today a car gets me where I gotta go. Once upon a time, you know, when SUVs, Blazers, and Ford Explorers started coming around, and Jeep Cherokees and all that, I swore.
That was my first car. 97 90 Jeep. 1997 Blazer.
Up and down. I would never own an SUV. Well, my second one. Back when I was married and the kids came along, I had a cheap Grand. I bought it new in '98, cheap Grand Cherokee Limited. It was nice, I have to admit. And it was a 4-liter 6. People said, "Oh, you don't want the V8? Nah, get that 4-liter. Change the oil in that thing, man. You get 500,000 miles out of it, no problems." And I never had any problems with it, you know. I had ones with the V8s had issues, especially with transmissions, transfer cases. And my brother had a Dodge Durango, and that's when, you know, Chrysler had bought out Jeep at that point. And they were running like the same drivetrains and a lot of them. I don't know much about it, so I don't want to say something that sounds stupid. All I know is I had a lot of good luck with that. You know. That's a GMC Acadia. I bought it for my daughter when she was working at Altonville at GMC. She sold it to me. You know, it fits the lifestyle. That's all that matters now. You know.
Yeah, smoother. What was cool about mine was that the shifter was like it was like a console shifter. It wasn't, you know, up on the column. I love that
I
way.
held
though.
back a lot yesterday. I let a few more things slip out today. With people with their cars and what they're gonna do, and they're gonna do this and do that. They don't do it. And I think what happened is the atmosphere here on YouTube has got to a point where these guys know that they can get away with scamming people to build a channel. They know they can get away with it. That's their purpose for being on here. I'm not one of you guys, hey, and I want to apologize for it. I do what I do because I do what you like. It, fine, if not, you go fuck yourself, okay? I'm not trying to be famous, not trying to build a channel.
Fuck
I'm not
yourself.
trying to talk about
Fucking
music.
what?
I don't care, but you guys seem to care.
Who cares?
You want to be popular? You want people to be jealous and
What?
envious
What
of
the
you?
fuck is my channel? My channel is we do reviews. We get together and we review videos. I don't claim to be a mechanic or have some badass car. That's not the point. It's a free. This is a place for everybody to get together and put out free speech on how they feel. And not everybody's gonna like the same thing, and that's awesome. If everybody likes the same thing, we got a problem.
I don't care, but you guys seem to care.
Your sister cares.
You want to be popular? You want people to be jealous and envious of you?
Yeah.
With jobber and you know, a lot of you guys, just in different ways.
Bro, you
Hey,
were
shit,
hanging
guys,
on
gotta
Uncle
look
Tony's
loud,
ball
man.
bag. You had a mental breakdown because he wouldn't shout you out.
See what it takes for you to feel good about yourself? Aren't you just happy in your life with the people in your life? When you're not on YouTube or Facebook. I don't have any of that shit. Instagram, Snapchat. I don't have any of that shit. I don't need it. You know? But based on your agenda, that explains to me. I know why you guys do
I didn't
that.
mean to say that like that, but
It
hey, it came
surprised
out.
me.
Usually it's your sister's
And you know
kind.
you can keep saying you're going to do this, you're going to do that, and then you don't do it, you offer one excuse after another, and you know you get away with it. Because the whole mentality of the car community on here has become accustomed. You expect nothing to happen. You don't expect that guy to run that 10. You don't expect that car to have a nice paint job. You don't expect those
Oh,
dents
shut the
to be
fuck
pulled out
up.
of that fender.
Go
You don't
wash your
expect that
hands.
rotten rust to be done right and metal cut out and new metal brick. You expect it to be junk. You expect the big claims that, you know, these people will never live up to with their cars. You expect it. and you guys doing that stuff, you know you have a crowd, an atmosphere of people that will accept it. So it just goes on and on and on and on. I'm glad I grew up.
Yeah. You look like you're doing great,
Like I
bud.
say, man, I wouldn't trade the afternoon I had yesterday, and that's just one of many, many, many times I'm together with my family and friends, and I won't even get it. And Kenny and the guys, the times we're together. I wouldn't trade any of those times to have some real badass fucking hot rod
Hot rod.
sitting outside with 7, 8, 900 horsepower under the hood to go out there and fuck around with it. I wouldn't trade any of what I have for that.
No, you
I
wouldn't?
wouldn't want to devote my time and money to that.
Oh, no. Put it
My
in that
time and
dingy
money is
apartment
very
you got.
valuable to me, and I devote it to what means the most to me in life. And it's people, nothing with 4 wheels under it. Oh, and by the way, if I piss anybody off, fuck you.
No.
Hope your weekend's going good.
Wow. Wow, guys. He just hurt my feelings. Let me finish up this 4 minute video here.
You'll have to bear with me. I've been laughing quite a bit here.
Your IQ is fucking through the roof. Who gives a fuck?
I had a lot of
What makes you a better person than anybody else?
Billy's car, and got the tire, had 4 tires put on it.
See, Uncle Billy's car. Where's Uncle Brian's car?
Yeah, right. Uncle Brian don't have a car.
Dropped it off there, you know. If they were gonna bring it in with, I think there were 2 cars ahead of me. So I said, well, wait, no, I'll go with Snipes.
Shit, we'll talk about
I like that place. You don't want to push it there. So anyway, because I got out and I'm looking right in front of me, I had actually planned on showing you the Vector tire and the facility and whatnot. It's okay, it's just average, you know, tire, general repair shop. I think at one time, a long time ago, it was a Firestone Service Center. Then it closed. And a couple
I
of people
apologize,
bought it.
guys, if
All
that's
like a corporate owned.
a little blurry
So
to
it's
you.
just private, independently owned, under no big name.
Starting to look like a fucking circus in
And,
here.
and then, that video got cut off abruptly due to a little situation with a woman that was losing her fucking mind because my camera was pointed in her direction. And I'll get into that tomorrow morning. And then I got kind of sidetracked. I walked over to Snipes and, you know, and then went in, waited. By the time I got out of Snipes, her car was in. They already started to put the tires on. And I waited in a little waiting area. Looked at a few magazines.
They'll probably start another channel.
In the waiting area. It was on a news channel, so I really didn't care to watch it. I do my best to not follow any news these days, any fucking network. I think that's a problem with a lot of people. They spend too much time in front of their one particular network that they agree
Oh
with.
my god.
And
This
then
guy,
they
I
go
never
off
realized
and,
it.
you know, extremist politics on both sides of the fence. So I don't want to hear any, you know, you're this, you're that. I'm nothing. I'm an independent. That's smack together when I like my place.
Because Uncle Tony ignored you. That's why you attacked him or whatever.
So anyway,
You are
I got
all
in.
thin-skinned little bitch.
and I just got a text from Will. Did you see it? Just pop up. Hey, Will. I'll read it. All I know, yeah, he's been Java 220s, been sending rambling, incoherent texts to Will, to Dave. I guess you don't have my phone number, so he didn't try to do it to me. So he did it here. And what I like about you, Java, is that how Sanford proves everything for me. You prove everything.
Listen, that's Uncle Tony is successful. You don't have to like every fucking thing that man's ever said, but respect it. I mean, he has made something on YouTube.
Fucking right.
I may not agree with everything he's ever said, but I respect him, and I will freely admit he knows more than me when it comes to pretty much everything. I can learn things from him. What are we going to learn from you? How to not be able to say rascally rabbit? You like to shit on Bottle Rocket, but at least he's got something.
I mean, what are you gonna say about, I mean, I own this shit. I mean, I'm uneducated, dude. I'm a fucking idiot. I'm a moron. I mean, I'm a hillbilly, whatever the fuck it is. So what? What the fuck does that have to do with my character and the type of person I am? The fuck does any of that have to do with that?
I tell you what.
I'm not a liar.
Tell you what. I'm not fucking
I
with.
have integrity.
Hang on. I'm not so thin-skinned that I attacked another man because he didn't give me a fucking shout out.
Right. That's creepy. Yo, that's creepy.
There's no way I would get turned up over a YouTube. I'm just that turned up over.
It's not kidding unless you take it.
It's just not.
For me as well.
Because they ignored me.
In this community post here, hey, I want to say thank you though, Java. You got my good side. Not everyone's been able to capture my good side the way you did. You thought about maybe giving up Paris or anything and become a photographer. You know?
Fuck, uneducated loser.
He's making an attempt
Okay,
here
whatever the
to
fuck.
try to make me look
I
stupid.
mean, so
And like
what?
I said previously, when you try to make
My
someone
character
look stupid, all you
speaks
do
for
is make
itself.
yourself look stupid.
Man.
Your character
Yeah,
shows what you're talking about.
you want to tell a story about me? I mean, go tell them something I lied about, something I misspoke about,
obviously,
something that I'm not
obviously,
telling the truth about.
Java here is questioning my intelligence. Yeah,
See
he's
what I mean?
questioning my intelligence.
I noticed a lot of his videos he talks about his intelligence. He's got
After
to
you
come
get
across as
reading
smart.
this and you see the incoherency,
Yeah.
I'm incoherent too. I mean, I babble, I ramble, I stammer, I stutter. I mean,
poor grammar.
I have no grammar.
You're questioning my
What
intelligence.
you want to see me write a letter?
You're trying to make me look
I mean,
stupid.
I can do
And
it.
again,
100%.
I may not like Rich, and I definitely don't like Barry. But you know what those two fucktards have never done? They've never did something like, you know, stolen valor, for instance.
That's right up there with racism and fucking.
Hey, you know what? I'm okay with it. Keep on trying to make me stupid, because every time you do,
I'll tell you right now, anybody who does that, they're a sick motherfucker.
I'm doing it right now. I mean, what? I mean,
here we see the man. Here we see we have a man that doesn't want to do anything but proliferate and talk down about others. In fact, his intelligence is so high. Okay, pay attention to the flow of coherency here. Okay? How much things match up and make sense as you go along. Or you determine for yourself if things go off the rails, don't make any sense. And they're fucking incoherent, babbling, rambling words. Can't do anything but use profanity. Every other word, that's how small his mentality is. His intelligence is so high. Hey, wait a minute, dude. How can I have a small mentality and a high intelligence? That's contradictory.
what do you mean?
That's like saying jumbo shrimp.
You can have all the you
That's
can have the
contradictory.
highest fucking
How can I have a small
IQ in the world
mentality?
and not have any common sense. You can be the smartest
I'm the one
motherfucker in
that's
the world and not be able to survive 5 seconds on the
He's so
street.
high that he can resort to calling other people MFers. Hey, you can say motherfucker with big
Here's
words.
my thing that I want to ask you. If you have an empty Billy or whoever, whatever, if you truly have one, ain't it kind of sad and pathetic you stay home all the time like she's out there busting her ass off?
That's what I was saying earlier. I mean, how does a dude your age pay his rent, pay his bills? I mean, you brag about, excuse me, both, that was fucking gross. You brag, you got all this money, shit, how do you have it, dude? I mean, how does a man your age get to sit at home on the couch in a dingy ass fucking apartment like that, and fucking not have to go to work? No, I mean, you talk about these people that you get all these cars and you're going to do this with them and you're going to and nothing ever gets done with them because life happens to a lot of people. They have to go to work, then they have to come home and do it with the kids. They have to cut the grass. They have to do repairs on their home. Spend time with the family, the old lady, bills, unexpected expenses come up. Your hot water heater breaks. You can't buy that quarter pound. You got to buy a hot water heater now. I mean, that's the truth. I mean, that's the real life. That's what happens. And a lot of times people get these cars, and people get cars, and they're like, I'm going to redo the car, and they make that huge mistake, man. Instead of just getting the car running and going down the road, if you're able to do it and enjoying it while you stock up on parts to redo it, they instantly make the mistake I've made with 2 or 3 cars, maybe 4. They fucking, I'm going to redo it all the way, and they just let it sit until you start to get all the parts. Like I do it.
The only problem with that,
Like
oh,
I
this,
start out from.
okay, listen, really pay attention to this. This is fucking classic. This is epic.
Hold on, sissy.
The only problem with that is Brian, is my shoes are not underneath your mother's bed. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm your shoes? What is my mother's bed?
You are a
have to
piece
do
of
with it?
shit.
But hey, that's what he types, people. The 2 years that it took to restore the 57, here's where he brags on his.
That's what I mean.
Where
You're making fun of somebody because
57
they
was more
can't.
than just the
They're
amount
not.
that was gathering all the original
Like,
parts.
what's
Metal
wrong?
fabrication, bodywork and paint and primer,
You're
small
not pointing
interior.
out he's a racist,
And,
a liar. You're attacking a disability that he has, evidently.
What?
Or that I have, or that Austin has.
Okay,
Whatever the fuck.
And so before you go bad mouthing someone, know what you're talking about. Otherwise, you just sounds with an S, sounds. You just sounds stupid. Not supposed to be an S on there. And if I want to really nitpick, I could say there should be a period at the end of stupid, because that's ending a sentence. You know what I mean? I think you are questioning my intelligence.
No, this has to do with
This
this
thing looks like it was crafted
type of person you
by someone detoxing from heroin. And maybe you should have paid a little more attention in grammar school. You know what I mean? Instead of
Maybe he's
daydreaming,
got learning disability and can't get right.
involve it to school getting out, you could put your plastic helmet on, jump on that short school bus,
Again, you're making fun of disabled people, dude.
try to whip as many windows as
That's
you
what
could
bothers me like
before
you.
you got home.
Because you can't do nothing else. You can attack Rich on 100 things, but you
You know,
come at him, you come at
hang
him.
on,
you would look stupid next time you do it.
Hang on, I just clicked
You
in
wanna
my
see-
head. Wait a minute.
You're a
What you're doing right now is contradicting your video you made like a week ago. How we all shouldn't be fucking with Rich because Rich is stupid. But yet you are fucking with him because he can't spell.
Exactly.
Like,
You come at us because your subscribership is bigger than his. Your views are bigger than his. And it's
Stupid.
about getting attention.
You have any mirrors in your house? Go look in the mirror if you really want to see stupid.
Because I can't figure out why.
I'm sure you must have one around here somewhere, right? Well, you might probably have 20, 30,
about him or two.
where you bought a bunch of junk, you just can't see them because you got so much junk stacked from your floor to your ceiling, you can't even look in a fucking mirror anymore. Oh, and at the end, apparently he has 2 pickle snippers now. Congratulations, Java, you have 2 pickle snippers defending you.
Okay,
One of them saying, I wouldn't say that.
they're
yet.
pickle snippers with him, but what are they with you?
but you defended him. So, wouldn't you be a pickle sniffer in your own right? So here, like Dad said, it's probably because I got my subscribers bigger than you. So I'm gonna give you. You can make a couple videos. I'm gonna review maybe 1 or 2 of your videos towards me, and then I'm gonna drop you like a sack of potatoes because at that point you don't matter. I'm gonna go back to Rich and Barrett because I like to fuck with him. You're not worth my time.
I mean, we might do a video on him once in a while. I mean, but it's just. I mean, it don't make sense. Why did you fucking come at us sideways? Well, what the fuck did we ever do to you?
Because he wanted to kick this fucking community because and he knows once he kicks one of us, we're all gonna get on it.
No, you're not. Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
And he can get his name out there like you
I
said.
mean, you come at people over the way they spell, the way they type, the way they do this. You don't talk about their character, the type of person they are, the things that matter in life. It don't matter if you spell or not, man. Rich is 50 fucking years old. What's the matter if I can spell or not? What's the matter if Austin can spell? What's the matter if you can do math in your fucking head like a real Does any of that have to do with your ability to survive and get through life?
Hang on. And you can go ahead and hit me with that, but at least I got real problems, you know. I am learning disabled, you know, graduated with a certificate of
That's
completion,
my
blah, blah.
point. I mean, you're picking on people for things that they can't help.
That's right.
Listen, Rich can help being a racist and a liar. You can help being a liar.
But
Those are character flaws. No, stop.
This guy's a
Those
sick
are
fuck.
character flaws, fool. That's what we don't have is character flaws.
But again, I'm gonna tell you
You
something.
can change your character flaw.
I may be learning this and all stuff, but Brian, unlike you, unlike Rich, unlike Barely, I have actual character.
That's why I just fucking said that. I mean,
I have more than you at 25 than you have at what,
you're making
55,
fun-
somewhere like
You're
that?
making fun of motherfuckers for shit that they can't help, they can't change. You don't have to be a liar, though. You don't have to try to come across as a bully. I mean, you could be a man to be put pants on. I mean,
So final notes are, I hope you guys are liking these live streams. Kind of like doing them, it saves me on editing.
And before you go there, this is how I talk. Most of my videos are always loud, man. I ain't
So-
supposed to be, man.
With that being said, it is currently 3:05 here. I'm gonna hop off and take a nap. I gotta upload a video and then I gotta take a nap. I'll go to sleep, not really nap. But that's besides the point. Hope you guys are having a good, safe, what's this, Sunday morning. And we will see you guys in the next one. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye. Thank you all for stopping in.
I mean, couldn't have said it any better myself. Well, let's just check real quick.
We may have to wash through this right here. We might.
We have to wash through this.
Just got the 429 that I stabbed in this thing, me and the boy, some 22 years ago.
Story time.
I have never had it when I got this car. I saved this car from going to the junkyard. It was being ported out. They pulled the Mustang C4 automatic, and now it's got a 429 four-barrel spot Mustang. I got my big block Mustang. Yeah.
I got my big buck Mustang.
I built the thing myself. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it. I built it. Should I say I rebuilt this car?
Yeah, I know you don't like it.
Not one single body part. Even the frame is too short. We're gonna take a tape measure and we're gonna measure the length of this deck lid. Let's see. Sure to know. All right, guys. All right, guys, you're back. Let's get a beer, sucker up. 429 that I stabbed in this thing, and now it's got a 429. It's a black Barracuda, all covered in snow. For more houses, I feel so sad. I said, what do you feel sad about? He said, I just put a motor and a exhaust system on a car you'll never hear. We heard it anyway.
Oh yeah, it sounds healthy.
Oh man, it does sound healthy. Good.
Look at the icicles on the cars, Dad. Look at them.
Oh yeah, I love the icicles.
Isn't that freaky?
I forgot about the icicles.
Well, it's
man.
amazing how freaky it makes the cars look.
Yeah, I always love the icicles, man. Check out the icicles on the Fury, man. This really.
Look at the icicle. It's like
it's like a tiger. Ice shark teeth.
Well, it is a Pontiac, and that is one of their mascots is the tiger.
Yeah, well, just a little snow on it. 65. Here, if you guys remember. And I unburied it. Oh, I'm letting this wet. The popo. Heard my old friend John Coyne would say, it's the Gestapo. The popo. Mirror hanging on. Wouldn't have to do something about that. And I love my old Plymouths. Got a bunch of them. Wind and snow and see you in the next one. Run bumper on Eleanor with her big block. Putting the cone down. All right, guys. You're back with us here at Auto Watches Rebuilds. Randy. No, I'm kidding. I'm not Randy. Money. There we go. 66 Dodge Sharp. All right, guys. You're back with the Beaver Sunger up. Next one. One of 39. Stay on there. 454, 17-foot steel bed.
And there's a Ranger and a Catalina, Mustang, and some more cars up on the hill there, Fifth Avenue. And that's a 71, so it's different than the 68 or this. I'm not sure if he was Covington or if he was Catalina, Mustang. And then there's the kind that use the bottle gas. Now this particular well, cheapy, MIG welder, do the same kind of job. All right, guys, welcome back here. You're back with us at Beamer's. We're out 28 Milford, hot this thing too. I was kind of curious. Yeah, that's little. Oh, baby. That's the cutest thing you ever seen. You didn't want to rob? All right, guys.
Well, there it is, folks. In a nutshell. Guys, I'm going to hop off. Got some stuff I gotta do here around the house. You guys go ahead and share that link around. I'll catch you guys on the flip.